Alright, in my video today, I want to give you a basic information about OpenBOM properties and property types. OpenBOM property is the fundamental thing that helps you to define data in OpenBOM. And the OpenBOM is a super flexible system. You can define any property with any name, and you can use 9 basic property types defined in OpenBOM for the moment. So basic types, you can get access to them through the property and property types documentation. So scroll down, you will see that there are some basic simple types like number, text, but there are also more structured data like list, multi-selection list, reference, which is the list link to some other data, also files. Reference property allow you to load file and connect it to the records in OpenBOM. You also have a date, image, and a few other properties like currency. So think about this as a structured data that you define, and you can add it to any record in OpenBOM. And you already know, most probably, in OpenBOM you can manage items in catalogs, and you can manage BOMs and product structure. So let's take a look in OpenBOM catalog. How can you add additional property? So I just created a new catalog, and it was created with some basic properties, but you can add and delete property to this catalog with the super flexibility. So any property can be added. So let me just show, if you don't like some of these properties, you can delete them by just remove the property, and property will be deleted. So I can remove any property, and the property will not be presented. It's like the database table. So if I want to add this property, there is a command add property, which allows you to add additional property to the end. Or I can use this menu and I can insert property on the left or on the right. Okay, so for example, now I want to add property to this catalog. I use this menu, add property, and I can search for available property, so I can add a new one. So first of all, remember in OpenBOM there is such thing like called public properties. Those are names that somebody already used or somebody create. So for example, I will search for material source. I will see that there is a public property. You see, this is the sign of public property. And this public property table, material source of text type. So if I selected this property, I added this property, and this property is here. So data, of course, is not shared, but the name is shared. And why it's important is when you're sharing information with other people, you would like them to understand and to have a common semantics with you. So having shared public properties, it's something that helps you to create more meaningful information in your bill of materials and your data. But you can completely isolate it, and you can create your own property table where you can define your information in the way of properties. So for example, now if I want to add another property just before this one on the left, I can search for property. For example, I need some date. So date, I can see date checked. Well, it's date checked. Date property, I added this property, and now I have date checked. Now you can see the date is a specific property that allows you to show the calendar. All right, so property last thumbnail allows you to put image. Let's say I have an image that I would like to load in this property. I can copy it from other places. For example, I have a screw. Don't use proprietary images, but for just for demonstration purposes, I can grab one screw from the internet, and I can demonstrate how I can easily put it here. So you see, this is the way you easily can create property, and you can easily create a structured information in OpenBOM. Now the property cost has type of currency. For type of currency, you can create the format. So the property currency can use a different currency format, and if I want to use euro, I can select, and I can get the euro instead of dollars, and then the data that I'm writing here will be euros. Okay, so that was a quick introduction in the way how you can add additional properties and how you can organize these properties in OpenBOM, for example, for creation of catalog with the set of data that you need. So remember, OpenBOM is super flexible and always allows you to create any data that you need in the way of properties, add them to OpenBOM. So that was Oleg with the introduction of how you can create properties in OpenBOM. So I will talk later in more advanced topics about properties and how to plan your data model in OpenBOM. But that's all for today. Tomorrow we'll talk about this. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.